It's a numbers game, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, only on the Vegas Stats and Information Network. Now, live from the VSiN studios, it's your host, Gill Alexander.
You know what I haven't talked about in a while? Our daily newsletter, VSiN City. It is must-have for sports betting enthusiasts, direct from here in Las Vegas. You can sign up at vsin.com/newsletter. And VSiN's newsletter sponsored by Dober.Games. And you ask yourself, Dober.Games, Gill, what in the heck is that? It is a daily fantasy sports site. Simple as that. It is easy, fast, and simple to play all day, every day. All day, every day. And what's in it for you, you ask? Free prizes, free cash prizes, as a matter of fact. Dope slick interface, easy to use, and very player-friendly. No BS. Just sign up at Dober.Games. Make at least 3 picks, and there you go. No salary caps, no long lines, no nonsense. It's a lot easier than other daily fantasy sites. No hassle. You can pick any way you want, mix it up, play all quarterbacks, all receivers, even multiple sports. Wow, all quarterbacks. Right now, you can sign up and play for free, and we'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $500. Just use the promo code GILL. Is that the one you're using, or one? What do we want? GILL1. GILL1 is the promo code. That's at dober.games. GILL1. You can win cash fast and easy at Dober.Games. Invite your friends, your family, your enemies, whoever you want. Daily fantasy faster and better at Dober.Games. Play big, win bigger at Dober.Games. And remember, Dober.Games. GILL1, am I correct? Is that it? That's going to be the promo code. Void where prohibited. See site for restrictions. Must be of legal age in your state or area. Play Dober.Games and win bigger. On the phone with Warren Sharp, here in studio, Bill Krackomberger, the Crack Man, kind enough to join us as always for the Thursday football free-for-all. And you were talking about your frustration beforehand, before the break, about how first half totals slow to be posted. Pinnacle, the most respected book in the world, they're also guilty of this, are they not?
Not. You're being friendly there, saying that.
Everybody.
Yeah. But honestly, though, Warren, last week we were upset and frustrated because a lot of the places do copy Pinnacle, so they think that's the most respected line, not even realizing that Pinnacle doesn't take that much on first halves. So we were really upset last week that Pinnacle was the last to put up the first half totals in the NFL, and it's frustrating. They consider themselves the low juice leader, the best guys offshore, and they were the last to put up first half totals. I could have went to Jerry's Nugget and bet a first half total, and could not bet it at Pinnacle Sports, the industry leader. It's actually sad.
Shout out to Jerry's Nugget, by the way.
You need a machete down there to walk around.
It's not just frustrating.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Warren.
It's not just frustrating. It's not just frustrating. It's actually kind of embarrassing, in my opinion. I mean, we're frustrated. It's not just the totals, the sides too, especially for week one. Because these totals have been up for weeks and weeks. I mean, this week, okay, it's Thursday. It's almost noon on the East Coast. I would expect, I want to see them out here now, sides and totals on the first half in the NFL to start working on them. But they're not there. But the week one, with these totals being up for so many weeks, that was even more frustrating. And then it was the embarrassing element was, like Bill said, with Pinnacle coming up so late in the game. I mean, the last one's up on the screen. That was a really strange business strategy, in my opinion. To see them doing that. So I'm really curious to see what time they're going to put them up this week.
People should know, by the way, this is real betting radio right here, and Jimmy Vaccaro is texting the entire time, just telling us, stop talking about certain things that we're giving away. But this is...
not Jimmy Vaccaro.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Jimmy Vaccaro. Oh, your prop man, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean Jimmy Vaccaro.
I mean, I do have Jimmy's number on here, but he's not saying
Prop man, Jimmy.
No, Jimmy wants you to get... Yeah. Jimmy Vaccaro would want you to give this stuff away.
Prop man,
Please
Jimmy,
help us.
Who emails me. We didn't even talk about this. We mentioned this last week. Who emails me and says I'm giving away too much on the show even when you guys are not on. Guys, we have a few minutes left. Let's get to the final 2 questions of the day. I borrowed these from my own Megapod at Beating the Book podcast, which closes out every Megapod. I'll be recording that after this show for those who are passionate about that. First question. Which of the big favorites is the most likely, in your opinion, to lose outright? Cincinnati tonight, 6-point favorites. On down the line. Carolina, 7-point favorites hosting the Bills. Arizona, 7-point favorites on the road against Indy. New England, 6, or might even see some 6.5s now, on the road at New Orleans. Kansas City, 6-point favorites hosting Philly. Tampa Bay, 7-point favorites hosting the Chicago Bears. Then the big ones, Oakland, 13.5, hosting the Jets. And finally, the Seahawks, 14-point favorites hosting the Niners. So a whole bunch of those. Which of the big favorites, Warren, in your opinion, of those most likely to lose outright, sir?
Well, I mean, in terms of what could happen, if I'm going to take a dog, I think I might take the Colts there. But in terms of winning outright, I really doubt the Colts are going to be able to pull that one off. I'm going to go kind of really against the grain here, and I would actually go with the New England Patriots just because I saw so many issues with their defense in that meeting, and we know that the Saints, one thing that they do have is offense. And it's very difficult. I mean, you get into a higher scoring back and forth style of game. There could be some things that go your way. You don't score on a possession. The Saints get the ball. So there's just a lot of high variance there in a game where both defenses could be a problem. So I'm not strong about it whatsoever, and I would be shocked if they were able to pull it out. But in terms of the other games that you mentioned, I think, I just don't like a lot of these dogs to win outright. There's some really high favorites, as you mentioned.
Bill, forcing you to pick
and before we get into that, this doesn't mean to go out and jump on that Warren's play of the week is New England. That's absolutely not true. This is a specific question asking us about some certain games. We're giving you an answer because you're asking us for an answer.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean that's, especially a side in the NFL, is never going to be mine or Warren's best play of the week for sure. So we're just talking about certain games and situations, and I also look at the Arizona-Indy game as both teams playing horrible last week, Indianapolis being home this week, and that's a good opportunity for Indianapolis, I feel myself.
Okay, final question, 30 seconds or less, guys. Warren, we'll go to you. You had a gun to your head, and you were forced to bet a side in each and every one of these football games in week 2, but you were allowed one pass, one game that you would just absolutely want no part of on the side. Which would be that game, sir?
For me, it's Buffalo, Carolina. I just think that I don't know what we saw from Carolina because I don't really know how great the 49ers are this season. And Buffalo, I mean, they struggled against the Jets. I think this is a good number that's set there at 7. So I'm probably just going to stay away from that.
All right. Bill?
Oakland Jets. I would definitely stay away from that game. It's probably the right line. I know it's a big line for me to say a double-digit favorite. It's the line's 14, and the Jets looked horrible, and Oakland may have even played above their head last week. Who knows?
Yeah. Jets, as my friend Aaron Schatz at Football Outsider said this offseason, 3 dudes looking for a team around them. I never forgot that comment. We'll see about that game again. A 13-point or 13.5 in that game. Stay away for the crack man. Warren Sharp from sharpfootballanalysis.com, sharpfootballstats.com, and his football preview still available and still very valid. Thanks again to Evan Silva from Rotoworld. And my man Bill Krackomberger, the crack man, spirited as ever, sir. Thank you.
At Bill Crackman on Twitter.
That's right. We got to actually sell something for you as well.
I'm just saying, that's my name.
Mitch and Paulie, Follow the Money, replay next right here at VSiN. Enjoy.
This is a numbers game with Gill Alexander on Sirius XM 204.